What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Hope all is well with you. And I want to start off this video by giving a great big old shout out and salute to the hashtag Recast T'Challa movement out there. Y'all are strong. You taking no shorts. You coming through. You're breaking through. And I want to give you guys your props. However, I have one little request for you guys. One teensy tiny little request, all right? And that is, please, would you please stop arguing with simpletons on social media? Okay, that's what this video is about. Please, ultimately, stop arguing like I've been seeing it on Twitter, like everywhere. You're arguing with these people who are arguing back to you in bad faith. You're going back and forth with people who are never going to concede anything because they only exist to troll and to disrespect and to make straw man arguments. You know, that's all it is with these people. They're not well-meaning at all. You're just wasting time, all right? And honestly, you're getting sidetracked because it's making us look like we're argumentative. I see people making a racial thing out of it. It's not a racial thing, you know what I mean? It's like, stay on target, stay focused, stop giving these people all of your attention. You must realize, unfortunately, I know you've seen it, that the majority of detractors that you get for hashtag Recast T'Challa are coming from black men themselves. Yes, black men. Can you believe it? Black men arguing with other black men about bringing a black king, the first black superhero in Marvel, to the screen and preserving him as he was in the source material. Black men have been against this. No, you're going to get T'Challa Jr. You make me sick. They argue like women, and there's a reason for that. I'll get into that later. But stop arguing with these people, guys. You must understand, right? I hate to say it, but black people haven't always been the most adept at preserving their own self-interest and their own self-preservation. Why, it goes back to the deepest, darkest heart of Africa, when you had two African tribesmen standing on the shore, and one of them says to the other one, Ndambo, the white man has arrived. Go get your brother, Ndambo. Stupid, I will go get my brother. Are we going to fight? No, Ndambo, we're going to sell your brother to the white man. We are going to get lots of trinkets. We are going to get lots of bling. We're going to get all bitches, Ndambo. Bitches? Bling? Yes, stupid. I will go get my brother, Saka, come quickly. Saka, he comes up there and he gets sold, and that started the whole ball rolling, and we know how that turned out. The whole slave trade, lots of tribesmen got filthy rich doing this. A lot of people don't want to think about that, but it's true. A lot of tribesmen got crazy rich doing this. I saw it in a documentary. Anyway, once they got to the land, that was just one example, right, of not recognizing your own self-interest. But you see it throughout history, guys. Remember the whole welfare state thing when you had two black women and one of them said to the other one, girl, I don't need no man. The government gonna take care of me. What you talking about, Glorilla? I'm saying he gonna give us government cheese, a monthly check. I'm gonna get my hair and my weave and my nails did. I don't need no man. Girl, I hear that. I know that's right. Well, we know how that played out now, don't we? Broken families, the man being nowhere in sight, and of course that raised the instance of children being dropouts, being victims of unwanted pregnancy, incarcerated. It was a mess, and it has been a mess ever since. And because of that, we got all types of negative stereotypes attributed to us. People called us racial slurs. They called us things like niggers and bitches. They said that we were thugs and we were criminals, we were hoods, we were promiscuous, all of that stuff. I was so glad when finally in the 80s hip-hop came along and they actually put a microphone into the hands of the people. And they said, okay, now, boy, tell us who you are and where you come from. And the black man took that microphone and he said, I'm a nigger. I'm a thug. I commit crimes. I don't take care of none of my kids. What? Oh, yeah, we played into those stereotypes. Well, that was it for the black man. Okay, black woman, you take the mic and tell us who you are. I'm a bad bitch. I suck dick. I do all types of stuff. I do all types of tricks. I bend over. I twerk on top of cars. I can be fat and nobody can. Okay. Unfortunately, that didn't do a whole lot for our self-esteem and our self-image on a world stage. But it's okay, because a few years ago, something really strange happened. Something strange and beautiful and wonderful happened. We got the Black Panther movie, and it just seemed like it was the right thing at the right time. We had children who were cheering. They were happy. They were proud to be who they were. They saw the potential that they could actually be smart. They didn't have to be thugs. They didn't have to be criminals. You didn't have to get excessive tattoos all over your face and everything. You could be masculine, and women like to see that. They like to see that masculine. They like to know that they can depend on a man, you know, like a real man, to take care of business, and that allowed them to be women without feeling threatened in the world, you know what I mean? So you saw this, and you saw the great potential for black men and black women to come together royally and be seen in a way that was dignified and respectable. And unfortunately, what ended up happening, Kevin Feige made the announcement after the one actor who played Black Panther passed away, Chadwick Boseman, that the role of, or the character of Black Panther would actually be killed along with the character. It was terrible, guys, but a lot of dudes, I mean, a lot of people just, they went along with it. You know, all of the well-meaning and all of the great feelings and everything that came from having this character finally be brought to the screen in a successful and powerful manner just went out the window, and people just let it go. All the children who had the action figures and all of that stuff, just let it go. It's okay. We'll get T'Challa Jr., they said. But what about the children today and since then who still need that, who still go to school not knowing who they are or how they should be? You know, falling into the street ways and everything, calling themselves niggers and bitches. I mean, we didn't take a break from that, right? We still have a steady diet of niggers and bitches, right? But Black Panther, just wait about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. Just wait. But there's been no break in the negative stereotypes. We're not waiting for that. No, we get a steady diet of that, right? But unfortunately, that's what we have. And people are not realizing that. They're not seeing it. They're not going for that. They want to argue with you about that. You know, these are the same people, unfortunately, who feel that only one person can play T'Challa Black Panther, just one. These would be the same people who would watch a Superman movie and say, duh, well, that's strange. Oh, he doesn't look like Christopher Reeve. What happened? Oh, he doesn't look like Michael Keaton. That's not Batman. I don't recognize that. That's a different person. That's a whole nother character. Oh, the Spider-Man. That doesn't look like Spider-Man. That doesn't look like Tobey Maguire. What's going on? It's only one person. I'm so glad that only one person played T'Challa from beginning to end. These are these simpletons that you want to argue with, guys. Stop it. They're dumb. All right, they're just not going to get it. And unfortunately, like I said, historically, black people don't understand until the barn door. They don't want to close the barn door until after the horses, the cows, until after they're gone. We're masters at 2020 in hindsight. It's only a few of us who have the vision to understand on the spot at the moment. Hey, that's some sneaky shit you're doing. That's not right. I'm going to stand up and speak on it. No. It's only a few of us that can do that. So stop trying to convince these people. Unfortunately, what it's going to take, and I talked about this on Twitter, what it's going to take for the vast majority of black people to understand the importance of T'Challa Black Panther will be for white people to say to you, okay, it's time for you to have T'Challa back. Not T'Challa Jr., all right? Not Shuri, but the original, the T'Challa Black Panther. White guys have to say that, you know something, guys, you know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you Black Panther back. Oh, thank you, boss. I knew it. I knew we should have had Black Panther the whole time. I knew it. But I didn't want to say anything, boss. I wanted to wait for you to give it to us. Like, I was waiting for T'Challa Jr. That's what I thought was going to happen, because you said it. I didn't want to say nothing about how I felt. And if somebody else said something about how they felt, I said, shut up, nigga. Don't worry. Max will take care of us. I'm wilding out on this one, guys. But you deserve it. You deserve it. Because you just don't understand. Black Panther was gifted to us, ultimately, by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. All right? It would have been nice if we had created this ourselves. But, you know, we didn't. Although we did have another character, and I'm going to talk about that on my other video because somebody corrected me. Look up All Negro Comics, all right? I think it was Lion Man or something like that. But of course, we don't cherish our own creations. All right. But the fact of the matter is that this character was gifted onto the Black American because we were in need of that self-esteem. We were in need of that hero, and it should have been preserved by us. You know what I mean? It should have been preserved. And when I say preserved, I don't mean, oh, white people can't be Black Panther for Halloween. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this character, once it broke through, should have had the opportunity to elevate to the stage of Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. It was certainly popular, all right? And this could have been part of the rich legacy of Chadwick Boseman. Anybody who thinks that a Black man, would not want that to be the jump off for a character that spans across generations is just dumb, all right? But unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with, guys. And because of that, I say rock on. I say keep on keeping on with the hashtag recast T'Challa. Although really, I want a hashtag reboot T'Challa, reboot Black Panther. But I say rock on to all of us. But stop arguing with the lowlives, okay? Because ultimately, there are those that get it. There are those that don't get it, all right? And those that don't get it, they're the ones that'll call you coon and Sambo and all of that stuff. Who gives a fuck, guys, all right? We deserve to make our voices heard, all right? We don't sit down like a bunch of bitches and be afraid to say how we feel. We can at least say how we feel. The only problem is when you say how you feel, whenever you stand up, there's always going to be some pussy waiting to tell you to sit down because they're too scared to do it. All right, guys, that's my brief commentary. You can get in the comment section and have at it. You can say how you feel. As always, I thank you guys for liking, for sharing, and subscribing. I thank you for your super chats, and I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.